Hey, welcome everyone. We are so excited to host this webinar for you on the new Style Arcade ordering suite. So today we're going to be taking you through all of the features and importantly the use cases for some great new functionality. My name is Chris Reed. I'm the COO here at Style Arcade and I'm joined by members of our team, Charlotte, our head of product, Maddie, our marketing manager, and Phil, our head of business development for the APAC region, as well as our main speaker, Morgan, from our brand success team. And as an ex-planner and buyer, like most of the team here at Style Arcade, she's so enthusiastic about these new tools. As part of the ordering suite tour today, Morgan will be sharing Style Arcade's new buy calculator. This is a tool that will provide you with guidance on buy depth across categories and size curves. We'll also cover the concept of true rate of sale and see just how valuable this metric is. And you'll see the Style Arcade reordering tool, which will support you with buy quantification. We are really looking forward to hearing all of your questions, your thoughts, your comments. So whilst Morgan is presenting, we'll open up the Zoom chat function. So please feel free to put your comments in here. We will work to cover everyone's questions, and for any that we don't get a chance to answer, don't worry, we'll get in touch after the webinar. So welcome once again, and I'll now hand over to Morgan to start your guided tour through these exciting new features in the app.
Cool, thanks Chris. Hi to all the new faces out there. As Chris mentioned, I'm an ex-buyer and planner from the industry, so I've been on the journey of the product life cycle, so that's why I'm super excited to show you this new ordering suite today. It's seriously a game changer. So before I get into the app, I just want to set the scene for a second. We've just closed out a season. We've started running our post-seasonal analysis in the app. We're starting to learn what worked really well for us, maybe what didn't work so well. And so now that we've released a brand new beautiful range, we're starting to go through and be like, okay, cool, that's my best seller. That's maybe a C grade performer for me. How do I know, as my next question, how much do I know to buy per product? And the real question is, why does that really matter in the industry, getting our buy units correct? What we've been seeing at Style Arcade is brands losing revenue in their best sellers. They're selling out way too quickly and leaving cash on the table. And the flip side of that is that we're taking a hit to our gross profit dollars because we're marking down product for what we've overbought. And after all of those markdowns, marketing pushes, trying to get all of this product out the door, we're still seeing cash tied up in the wrong sizes in our business. And what all this means is, now that I'm at my new range and wanting to buy, I've got a really tight budget of what I can spend on newness, which is going to be impacting my traffic and my revenue down the line. So the question is, how can I actually just get my buy right the first time? And that's what's really driven this new ordering suite from us here at Style Arcade. We've been in those shoes, we've done those jobs. And how can we get super fast and accurate data to inform our buys moving forward? So let's pop into the app. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's go back to, we're looking at future product. This is the next range coming up. I want to be buying for things that I don't necessarily have exact data for or reordering a product. This is new future product. We're going to be using our buy calculator. So we can access our buy calculator on our products page here in Style Arcade, located up the top right-hand corner of my screen next to my settings and my templates. Click in. The first thing it's going to be asking us is, what product should I actually be analyzing moving forward? So you've got some really straightforward options of product that has launched in the last 12 weeks, 26 or 52, or maybe you want to apply a custom range because we're buying for, let's say, April 24, we want to use April 23 data. We can come in here and find a month. Or it's also super common, a lot of brands buying by quarter. So maybe we just want to look at a particular quarter in time when we're analyzing. But today, I think I'm just going to select last 26 weeks. Let's make it easy. Next up, we need to aggregate. So we always know, we know for our business, per category, we generally sell different units. Sometimes it's different customers. It's going to trade differently, right? This is where we can use any filters that you have mapped in Style Arcade, whether that is category, subcategory, it could be fabrication or color family, However specific you want to get into it, totally up to you. So I can come in here, select my category. Let's do pants for today because I need to buy some new pants, I think. Press done, and I can continue to make that as specific as I need to. Last up, I need to put what product life cycle I want to be hitting. So my Style Arcade range, I'm always buying for a 12-week life cycle. Show me my buy units, done. 3 clicks, and it's telling me an accurate rate. I need to be buying on average for pants category, 51 units a product. The thing is though, I wouldn't want to buy every single pant at 51 units. I need to be what about my best sellers? So this pant here I can see sells 24 units for this time period versus this pant sold 8. We need to start massaging our range a little bit. I can actually adjust my buy unit volume here by clicking into a high performing product. I'm going to buy that completely differently, and it's telling me I need to be buying 125 units. We want to back our A grade sellers, those top 20% of our options, to drive our 80% of sales, which means we've got guaranteed cash and we can start playing with our average depths and our low depths. So let's just stick to average for today. If I go expand my size breakdown, it's also going to give me straight off the bat a size curve that I need to be applying for these products. The good thing about this too is perhaps 50 units or 125. I actually generally have an MOQ of 150 units. I can edit my total units by this little pen guy here on the right-hand side and say 150, save that down, and it's going to apply my size curve. Then I'm downloading my units. It's going to export that into an Excel document, adding that to my purchase order system, and we're done. So I've literally just decided what my buy units are by performance grade for pants category in a few different clicks. Let's fast forward. So we've done future product, done our ranging, purchase orders, sizing, done tick, tick, tick. Now we've delivered our product, we've allocated it in, and we're Monday morning doing our seasonal trade of what's performing for our business and what's not. And I've found from a bestsellers report that this trench coat is performing really well at the moment. I think I've got a couple orders coming in already, but I just want to really make sure we've backed this enough. So I'd like to place another reorder today, along with some other things to send off to my production team by end of day to hit my deadline. Same thing, I'm in my products tab and I've got my report. If I hover over this product, I can see this cool little reorder button pop up. As I click into here, it's straight off the bat going to be telling me I'm out of stock in 1 week. So I need to get on this ASAP. I'm going to be leaving money on the table. The reason it knows I'm going to be out in 1 week is because I can actually see that the demand for this product is 31 units a week when I'm in stock. And this is our true rate of sale that we were talking about. I love this true rate of sale metric. It is what is driving your reordering function and your buy calculator function. And it's really interesting because if I click out by this little arrow here, I can see that at the moment, historically, I can trade 6 units a week in this product. That's because I didn't back this enough. I haven't put enough depth behind this product historically. If I had, I could be selling 31 units a week. So I'm going to pause for a moment and I'm going to show you exactly how we calculate this true rate of sale. Let's pop back in here. So this is an example product. Down the left-hand side are my sizes, up the top are my weeks, and we can see in the middle, these are my sales. I can immediately see in week 5, I sold out of a few sizes, and then I come back into week 9 and 10, I've actually got some back in stock and we've sold them again. So there's a lot of in stock, out of stocks, sales happening throughout the lifetime of this product, as to be expected in any normal retail business. In my buyer and planning days, I'd be taking my top line sales and giving it a couple of weeks set in time with what I'm going to divide those sales for to give me a rate of sale. So sometimes I'd be looking at the first 4 weeks of sales or the whole lifetime of the period. If I go back, we can see that this is at a 12-week period. So I'm dividing it by either of those weeks. And it's telling me at 4 weeks, I could probably sell 21 units a week, or if I go by 12, it's 16. But we just saw that we had heaps of in and outs of stock throughout the period. And that's what true rate of sale is doing. It's looking at all of your sales only when you're in stock to give you a true demand of, as an example, 24 units a week here. The good thing about that too is that we're even applying this really cool metric down at a size level. You're able to see an accurate size curve, and we're not miscounting for any fringe sizes here that might have sold out. So if I jump back into my reorder product, that's what this 31 units a week is. The thing is though, this is computer. Sometimes you've got something in your head, that actually I think we can do more than this. We have a really cool quote promo EDM coming up that'll be released when we get this restock in. You're always going to have a bit more extra information about your brand and product. So you can always edit that by the little pen here, add your growth as you see fit to be able to impact your reorder units. Or I could be selecting a particular time period. So say this product's been in my business for quite a while. I've had a few reorders on it. So I just want to make sure I'm looking at the most recent time period when analyzing. I could just select my last 12 weeks. Or if I click in again, I can select a custom date range. So if we had a promo last week, I don't want to include that week, I can select whatever weeks I'd like to see in here. Let's go back and go all time. And lastly, we're applying a return rate. Another option, so we can either apply a return rate that we have seen historically for this product, so this was at 10% here, or I'm making a couple of changes and I'd like to see it only have a 5% return rate. Apply. So now that I've decided what kind of demand I think I'm going to be able to see from this product, now I just need a couple of extra pieces of information. So how long I want this product to be in the business. As I said, at Style Arcade, I'm going to be buying for 12 weeks cover. And I have a lead time of about 8 weeks to come into the business. From there, I can be deducting any future orders that I think would be received between this time period of getting this product in stock. So I could select whichever orders I'd like to see by ticking or unticking it. And I think only this one I'd like to apply. Save, apply my reorder details, done. I need to be buying 300 units and I could be making an extra 120K of cash. Amazing, especially for sign off. And this is my size breakdown. Again, same as ViCalc, if there's something like, okay, well, 6 units of XL, I have actually got 10 stores, so I always need to be buying 10 units of the size. I could be overriding that within there before downloading my order, adding it to my purchase order system, getting it sent off ASAP. Or the fun part, which I really love, is I'm adding my order to cart. And so if I click over here on the right-hand side to this little bag guy, I'm starting to really build up from my bestsellers list for the week. A reorder, I've got my total wrap up here of how many units I'm going to be buying and what that sales opportunity is. Download that together and again go into your purchase order system. So I've just in, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, been able to create a brand new buy for my future orders, ABC debts, high, average, low, and I've also been able to place a really fast reorder by size accurately for a bestseller in stock. Cool. Shah, do we have any questions from the chat?
Yeah, we have a few questions. So
amazing.
Let's go back to the buy calculator to start. There's a question around, analyzing your buy depths. We're looking at pants here, but someone's asking, well, what if they want to look at, wide pants versus skinny pants? So it's like being able to drill down to that next level, like subcategory or even price.
For sure.
Point.
Yeah, it's such a good question. The really amazing thing about this is that it's linked straight to your products page here in Fashion Analytics and Style Arcade. So that means I've got full functionality of my products page as I would normally while I'm doing my buy units. So I could be navigating to the left-hand side of my screen here, adding any more filters that I want to see. So if I have subcategory, color, length, whatever we've got mapped here for you, you can drill down to. But the fun thing too is that I can also use my advanced filter. So you could say, okay, well, I actually only want to see, let's go, RRP that's greater than $400, because I want to see my high price pointed items, what I should be buying, high average, low depth. Super easy.
Well, thanks. There's a few more questions on buy calculator. So
yeah,
what if you just want to analyze a certain group of products, maybe that sit outside your filtering system?
For sure. And that's when I'd be using my really smart search bar on the right-hand side. So if I had a list of products, let's say this is my list, and these leggings and pants actually look really, really similar to what's ranged for next season, and it doesn't fall under a filter like a subcategory or category, I could grab my list of product codes, copy them, and chuck them straight into my search bar and use it the same way. So it's just about being able to use my products page to filter down to that level as I would normally when I'm trying to create a report, and that's going to apply directly to my ordering function on the right-hand side.
Okay, I think they're all the questions on the buy calculator. Maybe we'll move over
Okay, cool.
to the reorder.
Yeah.
On reorder. So how do you export the data? So say you've done, a bulk reorder, you're reordering hundreds of products. How do you bulk export and what does that look like?
Yeah, easy. Let me just flip my share screen. So I can be downloading my reorder list here. It's going to ask you if you want to keep your cart or clear your cart. Sometimes I just like to not clear it, so I've got it there in case I want to make any changes. And it's going to create a CSV file for me, which will just look like any normal CSV table with your size curve and your sizes.
Cool. Another question just on reorder. So can you put a date filter on the true rate of sale? So if you want to exclude a certain time frame based on the fact that you've had promotions, for example?
Definitely. So for reordering, your time slicing is going to live inside of that reorder function. So again, I'm accessing this by hitting my reorder button here. Or if I want to go in and see what my cart was again, I can access it up the top right-hand corner next to my buy calc. So let's just jump back in. This true rate of sale, we did it before. We kind of edited it. If I just want to make it 35, I can overtype it, or it's by actually using the time slice within my reorder function. So this all time, I can go custom date range and say I don't want to include last week. Maybe I just want week 1 all the way up to week 9 and filtering it that way.
Cool. While we're on here, someone's asked about being able to manually put in your future orders. So
Totally.
Can you do that?
Yeah, so if you don't have future orders within your select orders here, we can be typing them directly into the cells. So I could have, I know I've got 10, 20, maybe I've got 0 of that size. It's totally editable.
Cool. And does the same apply for, the output when you get your reorder by size and I just decide that I don't want to range a certain size anymore? Is it possible to exclude that size?
Yeah, so that's when I'd be going to my size breakdown and expanding and say, actually, I don't want any extra smalls in this range. We're going to discontinue that size. I'm going into my cell and going 0.
Cool. And then just another question on, I guess, just the calculation, does it take into consideration my stock on hand by size, my future orders by size? So, if I'm already overstocked in a certain size, is it going to recommend to buy less of that?
Totally. So what it's doing is it's looking at, okay, I'm going to be out of stock in 1 week, but if that was going to be out of stock in 12 weeks, which is different to when I'm going to be dropping this product in, it's accounting for, okay, my true rate of sale by size per week until I'm out of stock or until this product is going to drop. What stock would be left over? So this current stock, and then giving you that size breakdown per size. So perhaps you would already have had extra smalls already in the business. It's not going to recommend that if you've already got that potential in the business.
Cool, thanks. I think that's covered all the questions. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's all the
Okay,
questions.
cool.
All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. We hope you enjoyed seeing these new features available as part of the new ordering suite. For those that aren't currently trialing the product, please just get in touch. As you know from working with Style Arcade, we love hearing your thoughts, so any insights are really welcomed. So for any of these follow-up questions, please just send these through to us, and a representative from our brand success team will be on hand to support. We'd love to chat with you. So thank you again for joining us today, and we look forward to speaking to you again soon.